Okay, welcome to box opening number 5. These are the last 4 boxes in our first case. So we can officially say after this that we are halfway done. I'm sound weirdly sarcastic about that, but I'm actually excited to get halfway done. Might also answer one of my questions about rarities. We'll see how that one goes. I'm sure by the end, since I did get a sealed master case, I'm sure we'll end up with the SSP. Ishtar, actually great. She's the only one that we only had one of until now. Except for the one I saw on JKTCG with Mash and Foo on her shoulder. It was a non-chibi one. I still thought it would look good. Haven't gotten that one. Really starting to think that's more of a store promotion kind of thing. If you haven't watched any of the videos before, we are on the stage of burning through packs. We're not really looking at too much, just hitting up the rare slot and moving on. It turns out after, a couple hundred packs, starts to get a little old. So going through everything. For the life of me, there's a 0%er that each of these videos could be like 30-40 minutes of me talking and looking through commons and uncommons. I have very much realized that. So we're just going to get through the packs as fast as we can. If there's anything top of mind for me, I'll mention it. If not, there may be some silences at this point. Quite a way through the day now already. Luckily, I got my delivery sometime around noonish. It's a lot earlier than a lot of the places I've lived before, so I'm really glad the post office is pretty close to here. I think we definitely are one of their first trucks of the day. Delivery guys are really great too, honestly. He's definitely a bro. Sweet SR. Romani, right? Is that? I can't see. Yeah, Romani. Sweet. Again, we're not really going to recap double rares at this point either. At the end, we'll look at the SRs, of course. They're always still important. God forbid we get some more SPs soon. I'm gonna stop and look through those. Other than that, for life of me, I think I'm out of conversation topics for now. Just kind of going through the motions, opening packs. Weirdly enough, thinking about future openings as I'm opening these packs. Especially the Rent-A-Girl one. I'm really excited for the Rent-A-Girl one next week. I mentioned it in a previous video. My official plan is I'm going to take the Mammy cards and we're going to go ahead and just light those on fire. And I think that'll make a exciting video. I think it'll be very therapeutic for me as well, so that's good. She's just one of those characters I can't get behind. I can't, I think anyone who's seen any scenes of her would understand where I'm coming from. It's fine if that's your type of character. Hell, if you waifu her and she's just your type of lady, that's fine. Just not mine, and nothing will make me happier than to light her on fire. I'm really debating whether that's going to stand true for the SP as well. Her voice actress is real nice. So having a signature from her would be cool. Not to mention, monetarily, it feels a little hard to burn an SP. I can do it. I'm going to hesitate about it. So I'm not 100% committed to doing that quite yet, but, we'll cross that bridge if we get to it. Obviously, any other character I enjoy. Really, the only downside is I can't ever make playsets out of Rent-A-Girlfriend. So that would be a lost cause, unfortunately. And let's see what we get. Another mash. Not the mash we still haven't gotten. At this point, I'm going to stop bringing up the other mash on JKTCG Player. I'm not convinced it exists. I'm sorry, but this is box 14, and we haven't seen one. Yet that's, I believe, the 4th of the other mash we've gotten. Ooh, baby! Speaking of mash, here we go. It's an interesting pose. Yeah, well, that's interesting. It's cool we got another first pack SR. I think that's our second or third time, actually, this set of openings. Maybe I'm just thinking of double rares in the first boxes, or first packs of each box, who knows. But it is always nice to see that SR. It feels a little bad just because, you know, you're much less likely to get something later. But it does start the box at a very high note. It was nice that we were, I don't remember what I was saying about MASH, but I had just said her name, so that makes it slightly more interesting for me. Oh my god, my trash can is already full at this point almost. It's a full-size trash can. It's not like I'm using a baby one for a bedroom. I have to find something heavy and push the packs down probably. It's actually a new bag I just put in today as well. After lunch, I took out the trash so I'd have extra room. That and I don't really want to sit next to a trash can that's full of food from the previous day anyways. Lunch was really good actually. There's this, Harris Teeter just started carrying them. I think the brand's called Ling Lings. They have a really nice frozen ramen. The tonkatsu and the shoyo are both really good. I like them both. I don't actually remember which one I had today, but I do remember it was delicious. Oh, I feel like I've seen that card so many times today. I don't know why. It just seems like the most common rare that I actually remember seeing. I think I really don't pay attention to the rares at this point anyways, but this is one of the more commons I remember seeing. I think that's because I pay attention to this one though. Huge fan of hers. I really should learn more about the history of the character she's based off. I remember I read a couple sentences once, but I kind of stopped there. I find that to be one of the most interesting parts about Fate, is that all the main servants are based on actual people or tales of people that could have existed. Or, I guess, you know, there's things like Gorgon that certainly never existed in the first place. I think we can all agree to that. So I just want to make sure I keep them in order to make sorting through them later a little bit easier. But either way, there's always at least a backstory to each character. It's honestly kind of genius on Type Moon's side. I don't know if they planned it this way, but it means they never have to think of a backstory. You know, you see Leonidas, you know who he is. You know, there's not any questions from the audience. If someone is interested in someone more obscure, you know, like Ushio Makaru, you can Google it, and Type Moon doesn't have to put anything. Of course, their Wikipedia is... Ooh, baby, no. Their Wikipedia is great. I've gone through articles in there before, so someone does actually take the time. I assume it's all fan-made, though. But, let's go. Box number 3 of the set. This is going to be the first, maybe only video with 4 boxes in it. Actually, thinking about it just now, maybe in the next case we'll do all boxes of 4 just to eliminate having to do one video. Faster the better, honestly, and the least amount of videos probably the better. Another Ishtar, sweet. So we're up to 3 of her. So let's see. I am convinced that other MASH promo doesn't exist at this point. There's just no way. Alright, so this still feels a little weird to me. I'm primarily used to opening Magic, to be honest, so only having 20 packs seems like boxes go by way too fast for me. I also don't appreciate, you know, the rares and uncommons like I would in Magic. So I think that also plays into it, but I don't know, just feels like 20 packs isn't enough for a box. Definitely would prefer the 36 format. I really love the Japanese packs and how they open. Magic's been starting to incorporate those as well. They have a printing facility in Japan now. It's very obvious when you get them. They don't protrude quite like the weiss, schwarz, or like the Japanese Pokemon do, where they have this large extra thing. But they always have a little bit of a pull tab. They have always good quality, frankly. I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, I have pulled a damaged SP. That's disappointing, but I don't really see like people talking about damaged cards for many different games other than Magic. Ooh, triple rare. We haven't had this one yet. Emerged Fault. That's an interesting name. So yeah, Magic has a lot of printing problems, but if it's from a pack out of their Japanese facility, though, you almost never see an issue. Japanese packs are just great. There's a lot of the sets where they produce them, and instead of the rares being in the back, they're towards the front. So that's always interesting as well. I remember the first time I saw that, I was very shocked. And of course, the Japanese weiss schwarz packs with that flex slot as the 5th is kind of a little bit of a shock to me as well. I'm pretty sure at some point I definitely just threw away like double rares or SRs because I just didn't see them in the 5th slot of a pack. I really focus on the beginning and the end of packs, obviously. So I think weiss schwarz is the only Japanese pack I've ever seen do something like that. Don't give... Ooh, another SR. Well, a SR out of the box. We had a triple rare a little earlier. Nice. I think the Pokemon packs in Japan are a little weird. They have less cards in them, and they're not guaranteed rares in each pack, which is interesting. But I'm pretty sure when there are rares, they're still at the end. It's been, God only knows, at least 5 years since I've opened a random Japanese pack of Pokemon cards. Actually, it's been a couple years since I opened an English pack of Pokemon cards either. It's really something I should start going back to. I do enjoy opening packs of almost any kind. Not so much Yu-Gi-Oh! Though. Like, I have some Yu-Gi-Oh! Boxes. I just have no desire to open them. I don't know why, I just don't enjoy it. I think a lot of it stems from, like the boxes I have right now, it's something of Ra. It's centered around a character that summons Ra. I forget what his name is. But, I mean, there's no financial value. There's like 1 or 2 ultra rares over $5. There's a ghost rare, I think they call it. And that ghost rare is, you know, 300-ish, I think, last time I saw. But, I mean, most of the cards, when you get a hit in those boxes, or at least that one specifically, it's like $2. I've noticed that for other Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets, too. You know, there'll be 1 or 2 ultra rares that are good and worth money, and the rest, just not so much. I'm not sure if that's because of their formats. Maybe they don't have, like, a recent set format like Standard. I think this is their 3rd Kingu. So that could be a leading cause. I know there's also an infinite amount of reprints in Yu-Gi-Oh! So that could be another thing. Maybe a lot of the low value cards are just reprints of old cards. I don't know. I have no idea how Yu-Gi-Oh works. You know, I can play Pokemon perfectly fine. A couple years ago, I actually played the TCG for a few months. Before that, you know, middle school was the last time I played the TCG. But I randomly just got into Pokemon for a few months. There was only one tournament hosted. I won that. I'll have you know, I beat like a 12-year-old kid in the finals. I kicked his ass. It was pretty close, to be honest. Ooh, what the hell is happening here? This is when she, yeah, I guess that would be a spoiler if I said that. Yeah, so I beat a 12-year-old, and I won the only Pokemon tournament I played in the last full decade, at least a decade and a half, honestly. So, there was that. That was exciting. So I can play Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Technically I can play. I don't understand what's up with like tuner monsters and shit like that. There's like some XY summon, or I don't understand. I don't know what's going on with those. I've never learned those. You give me base Yu-Gi-Oh! I can still play. That's for sure. Pokemon is at least relatively intuitive when they add new things. Like for Megas, you needed the Keystone actually attached to the Pokemon. Otherwise, I think it was an extra... They couldn't do anything that turn. Yeah, I think it just would make them take a turn off if you didn't. So that was really easy. I think it even said that in the reminder text. But, I mean, I've never taken the time to learn, but I have no idea what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is doing nowadays with some of its shit. Anything past Fusion and Ritual, I mean, no idea what you're doing. So, I don't know. I played a lot of other card games in my life. I played the Yu Yu Hakusho card game. I love that. I played the shit out of the Dragon Ball Z card game. I don't know what else. I probably played some other random card games. The Yu Yu Hakusho one I remember liking a lot. I could not play it right now, that's for sure. I might be able to get by if the new DBZ cards are relatively the same to the old ones, just because I played that a lot more, and frankly played it a lot on my Game Boy Advance as well. But definitely not Yu Yu Hakusho. I feel like I barely got to play Yu Yu Hakusho. There was a Naruto card game that I only bought a few packs of, so we didn't really play that. We just kind of looked at it, I guess. I don't know. I really grew up in the age where everything was a card game, honestly. And when I was really young, everything, like every movie, like Jurassic Park, the Tim Burton Batman, I think it was that one, they all had card packs you could buy just in a video rental store, and they would just be art cards. That's all they were. You couldn't play with them or anything. I used to collect those as much as I could. Normally my parents would buy me like one pack every time we rented a video, which was almost every week, honestly. Eventually that pivoted into I'd rather rent a video game every week though. I think the original Smash I rented for 3 months in a row from a local Wegmans. I definitely remember that, and then my parents are eventually like, okay, we'll just buy it for you, whatever, we're done here. So that was great. That's one of those games you'll just never stop playing. I kind of want to get, I did get rid of my copy of the Switch one. I kind of want to get it again. Also, Mario Kart I've been craving playing a lot lately. Oh baby, last pack foil. Cool, cool. Kingu's not really what we're looking for at any point in time, but it's fine. We got him. So let's see. Double rares. Let's look at our foils real quick. So we got two triple rares, 4 SRs. I like this MASH one. I don't really think Romani is an entertaining character to see. So that's interesting. So do you wanna, yeah, let's, I guess since this is the last of this first case, just take a quick look. We got Ishtar, Gilgamesh, Mash for SPs, no SSPs, just fan through the SRs, the triple rares, things like that. We're not gonna talk about each one. I don't think we've had any duplicates, and I mean, unless we're counting this. I really want to know what's going on with this, why they have the same name. I don't understand. Okay, so that, yes, that's our last SR. So we did get a good amount of foils. It was a good box. I got my 3 SPs. They're ones I actually wanted, so that's a godsend. That's very nice. We still want to see the secret rare Mash. I know it's not her sister, but I'm really tired of trying to pronounce that name. I think she has one I would like to see. We're still trying to keep away of Kingu, and I don't know if there's anything else, honestly. I think those are the only SPs, SSPs in the case. Or in the set. Certainly the only ones in the case we opened. So that was good. I would say the first case is off to a pretty good start. But we gotta get moving on that second one. So I'm gonna go ahead and start one of those videos after I stand up, walk around, and grab some water. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.